Hey, what's up, guys? Getting episode 2 started off right. Picking up Cory now. I'm on call for this week, so I don't know how much footage I'm going to be able to squeeze in, but hopefully still get enough content to give you guys something special. Alright, we'll check in later. Hey, what's up, guys? So, we're getting into the start of the early fall transition here. It is a little over a week into September. So I've kind of been switching up baits from what I was using. I've been throwing a lot of chatterbaits recently, and last night we went out exploring a couple areas that we've never fished before, and they all pretty much turned out to be busts. So I spared myself the footage on that, and then we stopped by a spot that we've been at before for just a couple minutes, and I forgot to take the camera out. I wound up coming into a couple right here on this backstabber shad with a black back, real shallow square bill diver. This is one of my go-to baits for fall season. Nice small, matching the hatch square bill. I just happened to pull the backstabber one out of my box, so that's what I went with. And then also on this rod I have a football jig tied on, which here at Bellevue, where we're at today, is a little bit heavy, especially with how low the water is here. So it's just peanut butter and jelly, and I got a June bug trailer on there. But I'm probably going to switch that out. I actually have my jig box here, and might go with this kind of green pumpkin colored, a little bit of orange crawl in there, skirt swim jig. Probably going to change that trailer out though. Or I might just go to a nice casting flipping style jig. Same thing, another green pumpkin color. I don't know, there's a few different options I got for today. Just kind of taking a look around at everything I got. Got another casting jig here. I did the skirt swap on this one, so I might wind up throwing this one as well today. I have to bend that hook back up a little bit, but I'm not too worried about that here. But that's kind of where we're at. We're getting to that transition period, so we have to start switching up our baits here. And top water is really only going to hit in the mornings and late evenings and at night. So yeah, I gotta go with some swim jigs or some shallow flat bills, or just some regular jigs. Get a real good feel of that structure on the bottom, and as well you can always run a worm. It pretty much works year round. Anything that you can work real slow on the bottom. Obviously you want to start throwing shallower now, since all those deeper bass are going to start transitioning up to shallow water and start feeding here in the fall to get ready for the colder months. So I'm going to tie on and strap up here, and we don't have a whole lot of time today, but I at least want to talk to you guys about what we're looking at throwing over the next couple weeks here. As well, I'll be throwing some spinner baits instead of chatter baits, because I prefer those in the fall. They tend to look more like a school of fish instead of just giving off heavy vibrations from a regular swim jig. So I'm going to tie on, strap up, and hopefully we can get some fish for you at this heavily pressured pond. Hey, what's up, guys? So we just got to one little chill spot here, and before I even had a chance to turn the GoPro on, I made a first cast, pulled out a little dink on the white zoom fluke. So I'm going to go ahead and get him released back in. Hey, what's up, guys? So I had a lot of blow-ups at that last spot, but I only wound up landing that one. So we took a little drive down Newcastle to Nonsuch Creek, and gonna see what we can get here. Another scorcher out here today. The heat kind of came back a little bit to us. There's one. Stay on, stay on, stay on, stay on. Woo! northern snakehead. He very lazily sideswiped it, and I gotta run and get my hemostats. So I'm gonna pause the video. Say he's probably like 1 3/4 pounds, because this thing, yeah, 1 3/4 pounds, something like that. I'll also bring up my other scale. So I'll check back in with you guys in a second. Alright guys, starting the day off here. A little bit of fall bass styling. Gonna flip a jig and see what happens. There we go. A nice one here, top hook set. Absolutely destroyed it. Pulled the skirt down, everything, hit it hard. So, maybe I'll have some more luck if I flip back over that way again. The other thing I want to talk about is I know people are always concerned about losing lures. One thing I tell everybody is I lose jigs probably the most out of every lure that I fish. And that's strictly because I'm a firm believer of if you're not throwing it where you can lose it, you're not throwing it where the fish are. So for instance, these trees that are down in the water, that's a prime example. You got to bounce back through a bunch of branches, and you got a lot of chances there to get snagged up, or if you feel something that you think's a bite and it winds up being a branch, and you hook into it, and you're not going to get that lure back, majority of the time. But the good thing is, when you throw it near there, that's where the fish are. And I said that one I just caught, I pulled out, got him to follow out from the branches here, and just baited him back in. It was one of those lucky ones there. There's a decent one. There we go, that's a nice sized bass. So, gonna switch hands here, pull the scale out and get a weight on it. Ow! Put a treble hook in my thumb. That was lovely. It's 262. Nice little chunky one. Felt heavier than that. Put up a nice good fight. He's got some pretty heavy teeth there. Let me get him back in. So obviously I'm pulling everything out from the trees, and they're waiting a little bit and they're hitting it when it gets into clearer water, as far as any type of cover being being on the bottom. As soon as it gets out in the open, that's when they're plowing it. And you can see that guy got it hard too. He pulled the skirt down again. Nice little gulp. He swallowed it pretty good there. See if we can keep the ball rolling. Working on pulling them out of these trees here. Looks like you got caught up in some stuff there. There's another one on the jig. These things got sandpaper for teeth. You can tell they've been heavy feeding. Yeah, it's my third. So I just got that hook out. But I here decided to cast past me. We're going to take another look at this one. He's throwing the duck. Alright. He's going to come to the surface a little bit there. There you go, you got a little bit of fish action. A lot of people ask me retrieval method for the jig. You gotta remember, jig, you're imitating the crawdad. So, these are basically, claw imitations there. And when they go to swim, they will actually buck small and then buck up big again. So when I'm working this jig and it's sitting down there on the bottom, I give it a small tap followed by a bigger tap and try and get that flailing coming back down, but also to make it look as natural as possible. So that's why I double bump my jigs, and it's just a soft one at first, and then an actual full bump. There's number 4 on the day. He's definitely the smallest one I've caught out of him. He's probably right around that 12-inch tournament limit. But 4 fish, 4 fish. Let's hope number 5's a little bit bigger. So in that one, since he was small, I felt him actually tugging at it a few times, and I still try to do the kicking away motion, to make it look like I'm not just giving up and giving him a chance to eat it. That way he actually attacked it. Alright, so I stepped out for a minute and let Cory jump in. He just hooked into a pretty decent one there. We're going to try and get down and get a good shot of it. There you go. Hold it up the other way so I can get a good shot of it. Nice.
Got a fish in his mouth.
You got a fish in his mouth still too.
In his belly. Anyway, I can just see the tail.
I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a tail in there. Alright, so that was a 2-pounder Cory just got. We threw it on the scale and everything once I cut the camera off. He did a skirt swap on this jig head because he lost his dark colored jig. So he's got some black with purple and green speckle in it, and he's running a little creature bait here as the trailer. I believe this is a Big Bites, correct?
Yeah.
Just Big Bites creature bait. I forget exactly what they call it, but there's a million different names for it. But it's a green pumpkin with some weird colored purple and green flake in it as well. So that's what he got his on. And see if we can't figure something out here. There's one. Little guy, but hey, a catch is a catch. That's a quick way to start. Just flip over to the bank, see if something's there. Gives me 5, but I'm not really happy with the size on that, so we'll see what we get here. Yo guys, real quick, it's 3:05 a.m. Getting ready to head out for a tournament today down at Chipman, so we got a little bit of drive ahead of us. But looking to get some nice fish in the boat and hopefully take a good bag to weigh in. Got Mike Stone with me. We're gonna be partnering up today. Yeah, it's the game plan. So we're getting ready to gas up and hit the road. Probably grab some breakfast. Start this adventure.
What do you need?
Yeah. Hey, what's up, guys? So we just launched out up here. We drew first launch, which is pretty cool. Gave us a jump on kind of picking a spot. I dropped the ball and forgot to turn my camera on. Right now we're back in this kind of little coved area with some pads. I'm running the bluegill wake bait, and I got 2 in here already. I don't know how good you'll be able to see them, but I got 2 in there. So, already got a good start to the day, and I just got partnered up with Mike Stone today, like I said earlier. Our goal is just try and get 5 in the boat as fast as we can, and then work on calling stuff out. So that's kind of the game plan now. We're gonna work. I'm working some top water here still, and he's got like a lipless on. It's kind of like a hybrid type deal. He switched over to a shad, so he's gonna try and work that, and we're gonna see what we can get here, and hopefully have a good day and get a good bag to bring back. Goal is to bring back 5. Got 2, so you know we're already on a good start there. So see if we can get some more action.